All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. As always, I am your daily electrician, and here I talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and also today, the stupid. So, without further ado, I'm going to tell you a few of the big mistakes that I made today. I don't know how this happened. Maybe just total maybe I haven't done this in a really long time, which I haven't, but also maybe just a lapse of brain functionality. So I'm going to tell you guys what I did wrong and what to avoid to make sure you save yourself a bunch of time and a lot of hassle. So without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, so let's go back to the drawing of the electrical room that I'm currently working in, which is on the second floor. And this is not the right actual size. Anyways, like I said, there's a couple panels here. They're connected right here. And then there is a pipe coming out of the ground, which comes up, and then I can't really draw this. Anyways, it comes out of the ground, it comes up, and then it 90s behind this panel over the top, and then into this junction box right here. So I was working on pulling some wire into this junction box right here from the ground, and there was a string inside of here, which was really nice. I was like, wow, that's great. I can't wait. I don't have to pull a string in because it goes a really long ways through the concrete slab downstairs to another room. So I was like, sweet. So I had my coworker go downstairs to that room, and I said, hey, I'm going to pull on this string and let me know if you can see it move, because I thought I knew which string it was, but it was actually not the right string. And this string was tied off right here. Always tie your strings off no matter what. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pull on the string and let me know if you see it move. And so I pulled on it like a foot or two and it didn't move. She's like, I don't see it. And then I was like, okay, I'll just keep pulling on it. And then pretty much I pulled it out probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet, maybe three to 6 feet. And I was like, okay, whatever. That's clearly not it. I probably already pulled out too much. It's probably already inside the pipe. And that was one of my mistakes. Well, the first mistake was assuming that the other end of this was tied off in the other room. The second mistake was just kept pulling on it. And the third mistake was assuming because I already pulled so much out that I'm just going to pull the rest of it out because I'm just going to put a fish tape through it. And I didn't realize how far this actually was. So if you're ever in this situation and let's just say this is the other room right here, and this is the pipe right here, and this is the other end of the pipe right here. So if you ever pull out the string, let's just say this is inside the wall right here. This is inside the wall. Can you see this? Okay, so if you're inside the wall, you have your string here, and it's not tied off. You pull the string inside the pipe right here. What you're going to want to do is number one, stop pulling on the thing if you can't find it and you already like, okay, there's zero resistance here, so it's not tied off. Obviously, you might not know how much string is left on the other side, but assuming it should be pretty short. So if you ever pull more than 2 feet, just stop, because you can always take a fish tape, and then I'm going to draw that in red. So you can always take a fish tape, which I totally forgot about. You can always take a fish tape, put that inside there, twist it, and then pull the string back out if it's only in there in a short period. You could go more, but it's just easier the shorter it is. You can wrap it up, pull the string back out, no big deal. I pulled the whole thing out, okay? I made a mistake, guys. It was really bad judgment. It took us like 8 hours to get it back in, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I said it. Made a big mistake. I think there was another lesson I learned today too, but number one, don't assume it's tied off on the other side. But number two, always tie off your strings to something close by, however close by that is. If it's 10 feet away, I don't care. Give me 10 feet of string, tie it off, okay? So first of all, it wasn't tied off. Second of all, okay, this was the other mistake. The first thing I should have done was call the foreman and asked him, hey, you know where the other end of this string is, because he's been on this job site for like 2 years. Obviously, when I did call him, he did know where the other end of the string was. So If I would have just called him, I could have asked, hey, could you come downstairs, point to me where this is, and then I'll be good to go. No, I tried to find it on myself, pulled the string out, pulled the whole string out after that, and then continued to struggle for the next 4 hours with my coworker to re-pull this string in. Eventually got a vacuum because the fish tape wasn't working. There was 390s in this room before we even hit the ground, more than 390s. So God knows how many were in the 200-foot pole through the concrete slab. So yeah, and there was probably a 90 right at the end coming into the ceiling, and I don't even want to know how many 90s were in there. But anyways, we got it done, which basically took all day to pull this one pipe full of wire. So very embarrassing, but you live and you learn. So yeah, call someone if they don't touch anything until you know what's going on. Like I could have just, like I said, called the foreman. Hey, come downstairs, show me where this is at. Would have been done. Would have had everything. Granted that the string wasn't actually already in the pipe, because that could have been the case. I don't know if I actually saw it this morning, but I don't remember. So he could have just said, okay, here's the string right here. Go ahead, tie it off, whatever, pull your wire, whatever, tie your wire on and pull it through. Nope, messed it up. So I could have avoided this 8-hour struggle if I just would have made a simple phone call and had my foreman come point this out to me. Did not do that. Pulled out the string, didn't fish tape it back in, pulled the whole thing out, had to fish tape it, that didn't work, and then I had to eventually get the vacuum, and that finally worked after like a really long time of struggling with the vacuum as well. So hopefully you can learn from this stupid mistake. I should have known. I've dealt with this a long time ago, or I've dealt with this many times, but it's just been so long I completely forgot, and my brain wasn't working this morning. So big embarrassing mistake. So hopefully you guys can learn from this if any of this made sense. Yeah, so yeah, let's just pretend that this pipe goes to there. So yeah, fish tape, all that good stuff. Anyways, you guys want to know how the vacuum system worked. There was the hole right here for the pipe, which is actually that hole right there. So the vacuum, it looked like a certain body part that I will draw for you, but this is what the vacuum looked like. It was actually really nice because we had a 1-inch pipe right here, and the vacuum went basically like made a complete suction into the pipe, which was really nice. And there's even like a little hole on the back of it for your string to go through if you're blowing string. But we were trying to suck the string, and then well, we ended up sucking the string, but yeah, I would have probably blown it, but unfortunately there was not the 1-inch mouse. If you know what a mouse is, it's basically matches the size of your conduit. It looks like I don't even know. It's a little styrofoam thing, a little cylinder shape, and it has a little hook on it. And you basically tie your string onto it, put your string through the hose right here, and then you blow the little mouse, and it creates a nice seal inside of the pipe, and it just blows the mouse straight down with your string tied onto it. Unfortunately, the only size they were missing was the 1-inch mouse, of course. So that's how I used a plastic bag, or a little piece of plastic, folded it in half into a parachute little shape right here, tied my string on around the piece of plastic, taped it off, and then put that inside of the pipe, and then put the vacuum on suck mode, and then sucked it up until it finally came through. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some more information. Taught my coworker, my new apprentice, first time of how to make a parachute, so that was cool. Get some new knowledge going there, and yeah, that was pretty much my day, just pulling in this one little pipe full of wires. So could have been avoided, which I'd just beat myself up. You know, everybody makes mistakes, but this was just a really dumb one. So anyways, hopefully you guys learn from this. Always tie your strings off. If you don't know where the other end of a string is, don't touch anything, and make a phone call because it might save you 8 hours. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. I also got the new client sticker in the mail, so that's the highlight of my day. One of the highlights of my day so far. Definitely nothing from work. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. God bless. Have an awesome rest of your day. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if I didn't already mention that. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload or do live streams. I might do a cooking live stream tonight if you guys want to hang out. Thanks guys. God bless. Peace.